Hello, everyone, and happy time zones. It's your bird, Aevin the Raven. Welcome back to Elden Ring on Casual. So, we left off with me failing miserably at the rather easy, by the way, platforming section to get into Redmane Castle. So, I'm going to, attempt that. Now, for those who don't know, there is actually a boss in Redmane Castle, not just Radahn. And this boss is actually quite difficult. I might not even be able to beat it yet. Come on. Good grief. I remember those nights being so much more difficult to beat. Then again, I guess anything can be easier once you actually know what you're dealing with. The stream from yesterday is up on my YouTube page. It, wound up being uploaded closer to 11:30 than to, the estimated 10 o'clock. However, it was uploaded. Okay. Now jump. Thank you. I don't think you realize how little I care about you. You silly bats. You can't even fly up a ladder. That's just sad. If I can beat these guys within a relatively reasonable amount of attempts, then I will be able to get then I'll be able to get access to fighting Starscourge Radahn without having to go through the whole Celovus and Selen exchange. Oh, hello. Which, while the Celovus and Selen exchange doesn't take terribly long, it still takes a decent enough amount of time that I honestly just don't want to have to listen to Celovus be condescending right now. If I'm getting nowhere with the boss, I'll do that, but I'd rather not. How many do... Alright, I think I need 3 more. Alright. Can I... Maybe if I was using Loretta's Great Bow. Come on. This is just too funny. You know what? Not the way I intended to cheese this, but if it works, it works. Let's head up here. I will forget to grab what's over here later. And go back up through here. I will definitely wind up needing more than just one blue flask for this. Or for that second lion. So, over the railing I go. By no means the intended route, however, one that works. And if it works, who am I to complain? I need 100 more runes. One moment. Alright, next will be Faith 15. How did I get... Talk about foolish. No pages in here, huh? Hello, Mr. Pumpkinhead. Ow. Spin to win did not work in your case. In fact, it seems to have backfired tremendously. But it worked out for me, I guess. Alright, I think I need 2 more of those. Yep, 2 more. I know that I checked earlier and needed 3. But I sometimes miss things. Yep. Classic Aevin. Here, there's so many bodies. This is a tiny castle. Oh, it dissipated in here. Would you stand somewhere I can hit you, please? Okay, unless I get seriously greedy, I've got this. Not the toughest enemies in the game to fight. Especially not compared to some bosses. However, they're still plenty annoying. But back to the Grace. Because I'm predicting the Abductor Virgin to be annoying. With any luck, I'll find enough, wow. Smithing Stone 5s to finish the 5 bracket for my Twin Blade. Yep. Don't try to jump that. Gotcha. I know I got Sombras from that, but did I get... Wow. Where did I get a Somber 8? Whatever. Hello, I don't want to deal with you. Yeah, I'm done. How did I not die there? Whoops. Incredibly glad I took out the lions now, because that could have been bad. Very bad. Pretty sure I have firebots. Yep. Why waste magic when you have a pot? Unfortunately, I think that thing's going to be back as soon as I rest at the Grace. However, for now, I am free to wander this plaza at my leisure. I already looted up here, did I not? Alright. Bye-bye. The guy over there. Here would actually be a somewhat amusing sniper perch if I had enough intelligence for Loretta's great bow. Ah! That's the staircase that I just came up. Why does it take so much longer to drink the physic? Flask speed is lightning quick compared to physic. Where did you come from? Not a trade you could possibly have won once I was up in the air. I don't think you can knock someone in that out of the air. But an AI, definitely. Unfortunately, I think that's the last of the smithing stone 5s, or smithing stones at all, in Redmane Castle. Let me break these just to be safe. Ah. No more loot. Unfortunate. Alright. Let's head down here. I am not going to be getting attacked on my way back because there's nothing left to attack me. That should be enough. What do I need? 14, 24. That's an incantation. That's arcane. Alright. Time to perish. But I'm off to an excellent start. Yeah, I lost. You two don't need to go quite so ham on my corpse, you know. The fact that this thing can wombo combo and is accompanied by a Crucible Knight is just unfair. Let me try something. Ow, ow, ow. Not good, not good, not good. That's 3. What? 4? I was hitting the dodge button. Yeah, at my current level, I cannot do this solo. Oh, well, not with my current level and current skill. But I need to upgrade my spirit ashes before I try anything, and the only way I can do that, I need runes. So let's go sell stuff.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your own.
Probably never going to use those. Or those. Forget I have those. Those are gone. Pointless. Let's not sell any of this stuff. Arrows, however. I've got 2 of these. Oh, right, I have that. Banished Knight, Royal Remains, Royal Lucaria, Traveler's Gloves. Okay. Cloth, Commoner's Aristocrat, Prisoner, Traveler, Bandit, Royal Lucaria, Radon, Exile, Fire Monk, Royal Remains. Okay. You know what, I'll just go off some trolls if I need to.
Greetings. Are you here for spirit tuning?
Let's try it with the imps and then see if I need to switch to Lutel. Because the imps are actually really good and they don't cost a lot of magic. Yep. Because that's going to bug me. Don't know how I got stuck in that spot. Thank you, imps. You were the MVPs. Not sure if I'm going to wind up with. Come on. Ah. Fraud. I panic rolled. I might actually be able to mostly cheese the Crucible Knight from up here. Huh. One moment. Alright, so the goal is, so the plan is pop the imps, take out the misbegotten, and then try my best to somewhat cheese the Crucible Knight. Okay, so he can jump up there. Let's go! Was it 7 or 8 tries? That is not enough runes for what this game just put me and any other person who did this early through. That is an insulting amount of runes, honestly. Oh, hey, Somber 5. Ta-da. Up here. Talk to Jaren. Then go talk to EG.
Oh, tarnished are you? How did you slip inside with the gate closed? No matter. If you can fell one of them, you're a champion in my book. I am Jaren, foolish old warrior and witness. Incidentally, do you like a good festival from time to time? Well, it's true. This fortress houses only the vanquished. But when the stars align, we celebrate. A war festival honoring the last battle and death of General Radahn, the mightiest demigod of the Shattering and bearer of a great rune.
Alright, so in reality, I'm not really the festive type, because... well... yes and no in this part, but I say yes for quest.
Well, good. As you should. The festival affords glory to warriors. Then all you need is a little patience. When the stars align, the festival will be declared. Well, I haven't heard that name in an age. Then you must serve Princess Rani. The next time you speak to EG, tell him this. The Festival of Radahn will surely set Rani's fate back into motion. By the by, is that old fool still hammering out weapons? His enormous frame cramped in that little place. Bit of a haughty sort. Strange fella when I knew him. And funny thing, his swords were all blunt as stone, but not one of them decayed when faced with a scarlet rot. Have patience. When the stars are...
Alright. Back to the round table, real quick. Before I forget to upgrade Lutel.
Greetings. Are you here for spirit tuning?
Do the Maiden Husks have anything that I want? Yes. Just in case. I might decide I want to play around with these later. Let's talk to EG.
Well, my fellow, how may I serve you? As war counselor? Or as blacksmith? I take it you've heard of the eternal city of Noxtella? Well, it has a twin, known as Nokron, the other eternal city. After years of expeditions, we've determined the location of Nokron by going underground through the well in the Mistwood of Limgrave. You can see Nokron up above, only we've failed to find a path leading to the city. Blythe's made a good go of it, but I'm afraid this has him quite stumped. To be honest, I'm not sure where to go from here. Blythe is Lady Rani's stepbrother. Rani's mother, Queen Renala, approved of him, and they played like siblings from childhood. They were always happy to have me tag along as well. When Lady Rani renounced her flesh and chose the dark path of the Empyrean, Blythe and I swore allegiance as vassals. But none of us will ever forget our earliest days together. Promise to look after Blythe for me, will you? The man is honest to a fault. But fortunately, now he has you. I take it you've heard of the...
Okay, so this just repeats the Nokron dialogue.
To be honest.
And now to progress the quest.
Jeren. Now that's a name I haven't heard for a while. Before taking up the banner of General Radahn, he was a guest of the Carian royal family. An expert swordsman, to be sure. But ever the eccentric. No surprise he'd get wrapped up in some festival. Oh no. Wait, how did I not see it before? I ought to retire as war counselor for such a gross oversight. Let me explain. The fate of the Carian royal family is guided by the stars, as is the fate of Lady Rani, first heir in the Carian royal line. But General Radahn is the conqueror of the stars, who stood up to the swirling constellations, halting their movement in a smashing victory. And so, if General Radahn were defeated, the stars would once again resume their movement, as would Lady Rani's destiny. Perhaps even revealing the elusive path that leads to Nokron. Go with Blythe to the festival grounds. Should General Radahn be defeated, the stars would once again resume their movement, perhaps revealing the elusive path to Nokron.
Alright. Now I go talk to Blythe. Oh, look at the little herd of deer. Alright, let's go smash some skulls. Ow. And now you, because I know for a fact that you can hit me from back here while I'm talking to Blythe. Wow, I missed that backstab so badly. Whoops. Alright, hello, Blythe.
Ah, well met. What news? So Rani's fate is kept in stasis by Star-Scourge Redmane. And there's a festival of war being held at Redmane Castle in Caelid, where you can fight the man himself. Once the strongest of the demigods. It's all coming together. Seems like Edu was onto something. I'll be on my way to this festival of Redmane then. You're coming too, right? To Radahn's festivities. I'll meet you at Redmane Castle in Caelid. The way ahead is pleasingly simple. We fight, sword and fang.
Alright.
Ah, there you are. Took your sweet time.
I fast traveled immediately here.
I'm waiting for the curtain. Let's give them a show to remember, eh? Just don't you go dying on me. For Rani's sake, too.
I'm a tarnished. I don't die. Her presence is an odd one, honestly.
Champions! Welcome! The stars have aligned!
There's Okina,
Festival is nigh!
Lionel, Tragoth, and Alexander.
Ah, you came. How delightful. Indeed, I thought I might find you here. By the by, do you know for whom this festival is being held? Well, it is none other than General Radahn himself. To think, I could face a great champion of the Shattering, a demigod in the flesh. Oh, God. In truth, I quiver at the thought. Such is his frightful repute. But the fear simply assures me
You don't have eyes. How are you following my
be
movements?
sure to get a good vantage, my friend. I, Iron Fist Alexander, do hereby vow to unflinchingly brave this ordeal.
Alright, talk to Jaren. Hello, Mr. Jester.
Are you good and prepared, young chum? The festival begins. Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture.
This is a sad cutscene, honestly. Although I do wonder what Radahn's motives were for stopping the stars.
General Radahn is cursed ever to wander, Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog. Howling
This
at the
is
sky.
a mercy. It's a mercy to put him down at this point.
We must make merry. Oh, gathering of champions! The revels begin! The celebration of war! The Redmane Festival!
And now, I go this way. Is this a 5 or a 6? 6, okay. The ghostly banners in the distance are a haunting sight, to be sure. Send that back up, just in case. Because I may decide that I need to go and gather some things. This might push me to summon. Ah! Escaping that arrow rain takes pretty much all of my stamina. I'm not too worried about his moveset and whatnot. I know that okay. However, here we are. Can you sit still for 1 second? Ow. He got me while I was still on the ground. Um, I will probably wind up first trying him as soon as I summon. If I wind up summoning. But getting close to him is troublesome. Or, well, getting close enough that he puts his bow away is troublesome. I have no intentions of staying right under him. Nope. I'm not gonna get close enough before he stands up. Okay, I'm actually doing really well for trying to solo this guy. Ow. I was dodging. How did I not get hit? Nope, 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 nope. I was doing pretty well, and then I just kind of choked. Time for attempt number 4. Oh. Nope. Ow. That's not good. Alright, come on. Where are you? Come on, Ron. Oh boy. fudge. Oh boy. Okay. You can do this, you can do this, you can do this. Do not get caught by Radahn's anything. Nope, 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 nope. I don't like that attack. That attack is... Oh, come on. Where is he? Let's go! Fourth Tridon solo, and I think I did that magic only. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Talk about an adrenaline rush. I need to set my controller down for a moment. Oh my gosh. I am legitimately shaking. I've never soloed him before. I don't regret using those Starlight Shards. I probably could have finished that off in melee. But, oh my gosh. I'm probably not going to use another Starlight Shard for a while, though. Yeah, I typically summon every single NPC and have them act as meat shields. So this... This is one of the most satisfying boss finishes I've had.
Ah, good. I was waiting for you. Oh, what a sick way to fight, eh? The glory of the clash is shared. By Radahn. And you. And did you see that afterwards? A falling star right before our eyes. I can't fathom how Radahn was holding back something of that scale. He was a living legend if ever I saw one. And the path has now been cleared. To Nokran, where Ranni's fate will be decided. Let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. We'll take up our swords once more. For Mistress Ranni. Let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. And we'll go into battle again. Side by side. My only purpose is to fight for Ranni's fate. Sword and fang, the curtains rising. On the final act.
Yep. I can always just duplicate it, but I don't plan on using anything from Radahn's Remembrance, so.
Ah, hello there. It was a battle marvelously fought. You are well and truly a champion, friend. I, on the other hand, am nothing but a crock. One hit was all it took to crack me, and for my insides to come spilling out. After
Alexander didn't have these cracks before, so they changed his model. It's an interesting detail.
Such, I can hardly stand to face one such as you. But don't you think I've given up just yet. As luck would have it, there's a veritable mountain of warriors' bodies right here. If I can just squeeze this bunch down inside me, I'll be a mighty warrior again in no time. And you know, the bodies found here are exceedingly fine. Who could expect any less from the very warriors who fought in the Shattering? The greatest of all wars. Just you wait and see, friend. I'll grow even stronger. Just you wait when next we meet. The bodies found. Who could expect it?
Alright.
Just you wait.
Come on, I know you have more dialogue.
Alright, lads. I'm going to take you on a little journey. You'll all be inside me and be part of me. From now on, we're all in it together. So, let's all of us dream big. All right, lads. You'll all from now on. So, all right. You'll all
Okay, that's it.
from now on.
Wasn't sure after he repeated that first line twice. Alright, I want intelligence up to 26. I think my best bet is actually going to be to be incredibly mean to the elderly. especially considering my hands are still shaking. Actually, wait, what's in here anyway? Gravel. Meat. Nothing really important in the grand scheme of things. Alright. And now, we bully the old lady. Really? I know I've hit the tail before and had it count. Or no. That. But these two might be helpful. Well, at least I know my imps are helping somewhat. Even if they are attacking the wrong spots. Here we are. Bad. She's about to scream again. Yep. Why are you two just standing there? So I've got one active imp and one lazy imp. Of course, the active imp is... Where is the active... Where did you go? Got her. Okay, that's actually not that bad. I think I need one more for, Loretta, yeah. Need about 10,000. Let's go here. Alright, so there's an Everjail back there. That shouldn't be too terribly hard. No. Provided I don't jump off the cliff like a moron. But that should give me a decent amount of runes. Nowhere near as much as Grail or Radon, but a decent amount, nonetheless. Yep. That should be enough. Let's save those for later. But for now... that I'll have to go to eventually, but for now I'm going to head back to Liurnia and start the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Need a little more, actually. I thought that said 23, not 25. Whoops. Actually, this will be a good time to talk to the finger reader over here.
I had my doubts, but look at you. Only once before have I seen two great runes together. Look there. The fingers shudder with exuberance. Fine work, brave Tarnished. The Greater Will is pleased.
The Greater Will can
You
go
have
throw itself
earned
into a
the
paper
right
shredder.
to become Elden Lord. Now, seek the Erd Tree and an audience with Queen Marika to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order. The fingers expect as much from you as they do young Gideon. Take this, a token of farewell. Now become...
I still have other things I want to be doing. There we go. First of all, selling things.
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your arm.
All the North blood clots are kind of easy to find. Provided you know where you're looking. I still haven't figured out what arteria leaves are used for. That should definitely be enough now. Now I head back to Raya Lucaria. Alright, little over an hour on the clock. Let's see how far I can get in, or how far I get. First off, there is a seed over here. Elpira, and then I'll head into the academy proper. I'm fairly certain that I've angered this assassin. Where is your... Ah, there he is.
Oh, it's you. Thanks for your help there. That bloody finger was a thorn in my side. And now I'm finally rid of him. Here's a token of thanks. Please, take it.
Useful?
I may not have much time. I'm dying to see you. Eleonora. Violet Bloodyfinger. Yes, I've been tracking Eleonora for quite some time. She is the deadliest of all Bloodyfingers. She's felled many an old hand already, but in spite of her cessblood zealotry, Eleonora is a proud knight. If she comes for you, do not think twice. You must flee. There is no shame in self-preservation.
I have to wonder what the history between Yura and Eleonora is.
Be on your way. Perhaps we will meet again. If fate permits.
Okay. Actually, wait, there's stuff down this way. I might wind up needing the runes. Otherwise, I'd just run past you. That was almost bad. I almost went straight off the edge.
Well, it's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help here at the end of the earth?
That might end up being important. Yeah, being able to craft sleep stuff is definitely... Alright, what can I sell? Da, da, da. Actually, let's go back to crafting materials. Budding horns I don't use for anything, really. That's easy to find. So's that. Those are this. I keep. That I keep too. Actually, blood roses I can get rid of. Those are pretty easy to find. Grave violets can literally go into any grave. By any Erd tree. Minor Erd tree, anyway. Those... Better not. Not selling those. What are Aeonian butterflies used for? If I can't think of a use for it, I'm not going to keep it. Those are for great arrows, which I'm not going to be using.
Safe.
Do I have any recipes that requires a living jar shard? No. Alright. Those aren't terribly hard to find. Wait. No, it's not. Never gonna use those because those are for great arrows. Here we are. I really don't intend on using arrows, but I might change my mind, and I know for a fact that sleep arrows can actually be pretty useful. Of course, I could just as well go get the Dolores the Sleeping Arrow puppet. In case I accidentally attack an NPC. Or actually, I know for a fact that I'm going to wind up attacking Celibus. Just because there's a very interesting detail regarding that. Speaking of Celibus, I should get the stuff. I should go talk to him after I'm done with Raya Lucaria. Up I go. The atmosphere changes so suddenly. there birds in this cage? That looks like a bird. Oh, you poor thing. Wonder if there's anyone taking care of you. The range on this is absolutely insane. It trivializes certain areas. Most of the enemies in this area are going to be at least somewhat resistant to magic. However, I'm not anticipating that to be much of an issue. I am, however, going to be pretty much running through this graveyard section because I hate this graveyard section. I might play around with those eventually. So what am I doing? Stop it! I do not like these blue-eyed zombies. Or are they technically zombies? Whatever they are, I hate the fact that they can drain your magic. It's annoying. Alright. Let's go, big guy. There we are. And now I go up. Rest here. I have to try and save my magic because Red Wolf might take... I'm anticipating Red Wolf to dodge a lot. But at the same time, if I don't... Oh, hey, someone's doing a cosplay build. Yep. I'm gonna have to go back to the Grace. And it's that big guy that I'm actually worried about. Because he does that. Alright, so I'm going to wind up having to run past these guys. sillies. That's a gorgeous picture of Renala. Or painting. Alright. Let's go over through this. To go around. I already know I'm going to be attacked by the little guys, so may as well just mow them down from the get-go. Open this to be safe. Yeah, they didn't want you touching that. That boosts the potency of my sorceries. I probably should have gotten that before I fought Radahn, but whatever. And that's all sorceries, not just the ones that do a specific type of damage. The Scorpion Charms are nice, but they have their limitations. It's a bigger overall boost to damage, but at a cost, and it's only one kind of damage. I am messing up these dodges so bad. I am terrible at fighting those. Do you have... Alright, I have runes. Nowhere near enough, but I have runes. I forgot to activate Thunderstone. I cannot believe that I forgot to activate Thunderstone. operating under the assumption that I'm not going to be winding up leveling a lot of decks. Okay. Back through here. If I defeat the ones over here, I might have it might push me over. No. Yep. And now I go back to the Grace because I think I can level up. Are you joking? I need 100 more bricks. Oh boy. Now let's level up. I'm going to start actually investing in faith now. I need to get that up I think to 25 before I can use the Staff of the Death Prince. Head up here. You. Don't think there's anything really important up here, but I don't intend on taking this ramp again, so... Shortcut. Oh, I've been invaded. Okay, there's a wall there. This may prove an issue. Alright. Who have I been invaded by? Did the invasion get cancelled? Alright then. I didn't even know that invaders could cancel their invasions. Alright. I know exactly where that is. Dispose of you, then dispose of you. And now for you. I will take that gladly. Have to go down here. Do this. just got lucky. You, I'm going to take out. Grab that. Be rid of you. And you. Go up as fast as I can. Which is not very fast because climbing speed in this game is so slow. But still. And now you meet your ends. Here we are with this, which leads us to over here. I already knocked that one off his perch. And now we go this way. Crystal seafood. Because of course. Upsy daisy. Grab this over here. I think there's something over here, but I could be wrong. Ah! Okay. I'm really not too worried about how far away these marionettes can get. Considering that I have managed to snipe the bird that is typically used for farming runes in Mogwin Palace with this thing. From the sniper spot. Lorda's great bow has absolutely ridiculous range, and it's amazing. Okay, I guess I have to undo. One moment. Huh. Actually... Alright, how do I turn off multiplayer? Huh. I may have to come back over here without multiplayer active. Yep, okay. That should turn off multiplayer. And now we speed through to get back to where I was. Okay. And then I go back up the ladder. Snipe these fools. I outrange you by 1.5 miles, my guy. I don't know why you decided to untarget, but congratulations, you wasted an arrow. Right, I forget about you. Nope. Let's knock you down. Have you meet your maker. Because let's face it, anyone who makes anything in the lands between these days is probably not among the living. Especially something that malfunctions quite so badly as these marionettes do. Alright, now let's get the items that are in here. Well, you are not the greatest at your job, it would seem. Snipe you out of existence. Hopefully. Yikes. I dislike pages. You get caught in their rapid-fire explosive bolt spam, and you're just kind of done. Alright, there's a ladder over here to kick down somewhere. Ah, here we are. And now I head back to the debate parlor. Gather all the stuff out here. Avoid the Virgin. Don't particularly feel like dealing with that right now. You are hiding. I go over here. Grab that for myself. And there's something over here. But there's also a crab, so I have to be careful. Yep. Grab that, and back to the Grace I go. I don't think I have enough seeds to up my flask any, but I just went for a candle instead of the Grace. But getting my flasks back is still... I need 4 now, okay. Ta-da. 2 more than I've got. And I need 1 more Smithing Stone 5. So I'll probably be looking that up later. Off to Renala. And for fear of the multiplayer boundary, I'm not putting the Taunter Skunk back on. It's such a short legacy dungeon. Standard Aevin. I want to know why it's always raining inside the academy. While an intriguing weather phenomenon, I think phenomenal's the plural. But while an intriguing weather phenomenon, it cannot make writing very easy. And writing, for note-taking purposes, is quite important. Open this so I don't have to go the long way around again. And you are the first one to fall. I don't even have Jade on today. What kind of... Okay, now you've fallen. And you're going to be pretty easy to pick off from there. Because I don't think you can go through that door. There we are. And that should be it. Now I just head back to the debate parlor so that I can get my flasks back. And it's time to face Renala. The boulder has been completely disarmed, by the way. Okay. Change of plans. I'll go talk to Renala. Fight Renala after I talk to Hugh.
Well, I took you for it no matter. Lay out your own.
I don't know why I keep actually walking away from Hugh. See? No boulder. And up I go. I should send this back down just in case. I don't have much trouble with Renala's first phase, but her second phase can be annoying. I don't think I'm at a point where it's too bad. I think I might be over-leveled. Regardless, sending the elevator back down is always a safe bet.
Hush, little Calva. I'll soon birth thee anew, a sweeting, fresh and pure.
And down she goes. And back off.
Come, sweetest. Time to birth anew.
Yeah, her first phase isn't that bad.
My beloved, have no fear. I will hold thee. Patience. Ye will be countless born, forever and ever.
This right here is a testament to Ranni's strength, honestly.
Upon my name as Ranni the Witch. Mother's rich slumber shall not be disturbed by thee. Foul trespasser. Send word far and wide. Of the last queen of Caria, Renala of the Full Moon. And the majesty of the night she conjureth.
Oh my. I got greedy. But, the fact that Ranni could set a trap that would trigger upon her mother's defeat and then proceed to an illusion that creates a near limitless space, mind you. The only other boss in the game we see do that is way later, and then has the illusion fight us. I wonder why Ranni really needed a champion. Because aside from the whole not being able to slay fingers without the Finger Slayer Blades thing, I don't really think she needed help for her goals. And you. And now I skip this, because we don't have time for cutscenes here. Come on. I'm probably not going to wind up using it, but I do want her full moon spell, so I'm keeping her remembrance.
Where did ye flee, my sweetings? Come out from whence ye hide. Here are books and light.
Alright. Alright, so with that, I think that's a good spot to call it. There will not be a stream tomorrow because tomorrow is Saturday, and I will not stream on Saturdays. However, because I did not stream on Wednesday, there will be one Sunday. I'm planning for 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that stream will probably end around 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next time we stream, next time I stream, I'll be heading over... Well, actually, let's fast travel here. I'll be handling I'll be handling this place, and then going down here. After that, I'll probably head down and actually continue Ronnie's quest by heading into Nokron. Depending on where I leave off after that, I may do the Ruin-strewn Precipice. With that said, everyone, happy time zones, and I hope you all have an excellent day.